Understanding the marketing process is very important for you to communicate with your consumer so that you can persuade your consumer to change their attitudes and behaviors towards your product or the services you are going to offer. Hence, strategic marketing process forms the basis for any of the marketing communications campaign you are going to initiate in the future. These are the steps involved in marketing process. Understand value, create value, deliver value, and capture value. I want you to understand that if you want to establish a successful marketing campaign, you need to understand what distinct and relevant value your company can offer to the target audience. In order to achieve this, you should understand the market situation, and 5C analysis will help you understand the market better. So these are the 5 C's involved in 5C analysis: company, collaborators, competitors, and customers. If you are the company, there should be a lot of questions you must be asking before you're going to initiate or launch any campaign. The questions such as what your company stands for, what are your products and services, who are your direct and indirect competitors, and most importantly, you should identify whether your business model has a sustainable competitive advantage over other models. Uh, in order to support that, you must be asking questions such as how valuable is your company in the eyes of the consumers? How rare is the product or the services you are being offered? Um, is your product and services being offered is imitable by any other company or brands? The system which he has put in place, is it organized? And if all these questions are being answered as yes, then you have a sustainable competitive advantage over other business models. And collaborators, any entity which supports an activity of your business is called as collaborators. For example, Flipkart collaborates with eCart to cater all their delivery needs. So I hope you understand who collaborators are for business. Similarly, you have to understand with whom you are going to collaborate with, and who they are, what they are, and how they can add value to your company. And then comes competitors. Any companies operating in the same industry as yours, you can consider them as your competitors, and these people are very important in the market. You have to be asking a lot of questions about them, such as who your competitors are. First of all, you have to identify what products or services they are offering. Is that any similar to yours? Are these competitors having superior strategies than what you have currently implemented in your companies, and so on? And then comes the important people of all of these 5 C's, that is customers. I want you to understand that it is impossible for you to address the needs of every single customer available in the market, and hence you have to segment this market into small manageable groups. Normally, when we talk about segmentation, we always think about segmenting the customers based on their demography, geography, and so on. And this is something different. Probably students who have taken up the entrepreneurial course might be knowing this better. I want you to understand this, and I want you to. I want you to understand this with an example. Let me tell you an example. Suppose you analyze. You assume yourself as a restaurant, fast food restaurant player. Your TAM would be the worldwide fast food restaurant market, provided if you are present in every country with no competition, then you'll be able to generate your revenue through TAM. But I don't think that is possible. So let's be more realistic. So what this serviceable available market is? Uh, if you are starting your restaurant chain business in 2 cities where the demand for your fast food can be estimated based on the population, their food habits, and the revenues generated by the fast food restaurants, in another cities having similar demographics. I hope you understand this. To put it in a simple word, if you are the only fast food player in that particular city, then probably you will be able to generate your revenues through this particular segment called serviceable available market, which is a subset of TAM. Um, uh, One second, I have a technical issue here. Now, probably you are not the only player in that particular city, so you will not be able to generate revenue through SAM. So the only option available for you is serviceable, obtainable market, where you will be rendering your services. In this case, the fast food restaurant, you will be rendering your food to the people who are located near to your restaurant itself. Um, or a certain group of people who are located further away that are willing to give your restaurant a try for the sake of the fast food diversity you have. So this is what is known as SOM, and these are a very narrowed down segment of customers who have the highest possibility to buy your products. The fifth C is context, or you can even call it as climate, where these are the parameters or factors involved, such as political, economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental. For example, if you consider Byju's, where it has investments from China. Now it is all in the news and they are being talked about the most. So considering this political situation as a person from Byju's, what decision you would be taking in this scenario? These are such questions you might be asking before you launch a product. So once you have understood the value, now it is time for you to create value. At the same time, you must understand that communicating to the public in general is not affordable because it is going to cost you a lot of money and time. With limited budget to spend, you need to define your target audience. Like I said in the previous slide, it is not possible for you to cater the needs of all the customers in the market, and this is where STP will help you. STP stands for segmentation, targeting, and positioning. STP helps you to refine your audience by reducing the size of the people you need to communicate with, and this results in increased effectiveness. Once you have understood the value, once you have created it, now it is time for you to deliver it. If a company like yours who has performed 5C analysis as well as STP, now you are expected to deliver a superior value compared to that of your competitors, and there is no compromise in that. Any marketing program must coordinate with all the components of marketing mix and 4Ps, such as what product you are going to develop, at what price you are going to sell it, and at what place you are going to make it convenient for the customer to buy, and most importantly, the communications part, that is the promotion. If you have an effective marketing program, then obviously it will help you develop good customer relationship, and all the good customer relationship always helps you maximize your sales. Once you have delivered the value, now it is time for you to capture the value from the consumers. Whenever we talk about values, there are two kinds of values, which is financial values and non-financial values. Financial values, as we all know, it is creating sales and profits. But what are non-financial values? You can pause this video for a minute and you can think about what are all the non-financial values which you can offer to a company. So these are the non-financial values you can offer, such as loyalty, trust, goodwill, and so on. For example, if you are a person who always prefer Peter England for your apparel needs, uh, if you are a satisfied customer, what you would be doing? You will be coming on again and again and again for buying Peter England products, and that is what is called loyalty. Qualities such as this, the non financial values such as this, can be created only if you as a company can manage to have a good relationship with the customer. Hence, I always believe your relationship with the customers are not at all functional, and it is purely emotional, which will obviously help you to create a lot of financial values for your company. So, this concludes the topic understanding marketing process. In the next video, I'll bring to you the various important decisions required for effective marketing campaign.